Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Today is Tuesday, the 12th of May 2026. I am analyzing the Pound USD, the only currency pair that I trade. This is the monthly time frame. I've been having this uptrend inside this channel. So this to me is an impulsive move because we did make a higher high. Looks like it was retracing. Impulsive move. We also made a higher high around here, even if we didn't close below, but it still is a higher high. And you can see here it's also a higher low. So this could be the beginning of a new impulsive move. So I am speculating that maybe price could even come all the way back up to this channel over here, which also lines up nicely with these two tops from over here. So that will be quite interesting. But of course, this level here, this 1.375 has still been holding. Price isn't broken above that yet, and you can see it happened twice. But with this, we still don't have like enough confirmation, in my opinion, in terms of the candles. So I'm just going to be bullish as per right now. Going over to the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, so we can see things a bit more clearly. So I do have a couple of horizontal lines here. So this is one of them, this is two of them, this is three. Now on the weekly time frame, so yes, this is the higher high that I was talking about, the higher low. These candles have not been good, guys. There's been weird price action in the markets, but yeah, just looking at the weekly time frame, it does look like price is retracing. And if at all price is retracing, that could be really nice, because I think many people, including myself, have been waiting to see at least price come back down to this level here, or even further back down before now pushing upwards, what I was mentioning on the higher time frames. So this could be quite interesting. If I take my fib, I'm going to take it from the lowest point here to the highest point. I can see that we have the 50 and the 60 lining up here at the 1.338. We also have the 78.6. I think on the weekly time frame, wait, before I'm going to put it again, but let me go to the daily time frame. But last week's candle, we closed this weird pin bar with the body above and a very long rejection wick below. So as I'm saying, like in terms of price action, it really hasn't been good. But yeah, if price continues going lower and it breaks even below this wick over here, which is last week's low, I think that could be some nice confirmation for price to sell back down to those fib levels, which are also lining up as with the key levels. So this is the daily time frame. Now the daily time frame, we can see things more clearly. I've been having this trend line. This level here, the 1.346, is what has been holding. We did have a bullish print here and here. It didn't push up as much, like it did go far, but I was hoping that maybe price could continue moving even upwards. But because I know that price at some point has to get exhausted and make a pullback, this pullback here on the sells was not bad at all. So yeah, I'm definitely speculating, especially today, because we have some bearish volume. Price can even come back all the way to the 1.346, or even down here to the 1.338. That would be nice. Yeah, is there anything else to point out on the daily time frame? Yeah, just the fact that we had candles, this bullish candle close, but you can see yesterday we did slightly break above the previous day's candles, but again, you can see sellers came in and then we closed below. So this here is also indication for me that now I should start probably looking for just short-term sells, but in terms of long-term, I think I'm just going to be bullish as per right now. But yeah, maybe for today and probably the next just few days, I will be looking for short-term sells before I buy. I hope that makes sense. Is there anything else? Let me put my moving average. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, we just touched the moving average. It hasn't reacted yet, but we also have a 50 that's also slightly below here. London session has started, and yeah, I'm going to be trying to make these videos slightly earlier, but it is what it is for today. London session has started, and I guess that's why we have, oh my gosh, woof, volume on volume. Yes, we like this, guys. We like this. Okay, so so this is the trend line that I was having, high highs, high low, and now because I am a support and resistance trader, this trend line has broken. It has broken. Now price is broken below this trend line, which is a good signal for me. We also have broken below this previous swing point, which is also a high. Was it a high? Yes, it is a high. Yes, high, and then now we've broken below. So I think the smart money concept traders will call it a change of character or something, or break of structure. Yeah, just my research. Anyway, long story short, this is the level that I was talking about. The price didn't go above the 1.36. Price ended up just closing slightly above, but this to me was more like a stop hunt, or if not a stop hunt, just some pressure from this candle here, because we did have a bullish engulfing close. And actually yesterday, guys, I did take a little buy around here, but I didn't like it, so I ended up closing it simply because I just didn't like where the candle had formed. So I didn't have a problem with the candle. I made a video on my candlesticks, please check that out. But for this one, I ended up closing it because I didn't like where it was formed. It was between too many support support and resistance levels. We had a horizontal resistance here, support, then we had also here support, then resistance. So I didn't like where it was formed, and you can see I think my instincts were correct because price would have ended up stopping me out. And speaking of that, guys, that was actually my first trade because I am actually officially a funded trader with Alpha Capital. That's my little certificate here, so that's quite interesting. I have 1% left on my FTMO account, so once I pass on that one, hopefully as well, I will be making a video and talking about my journey with Alpha Capital and also with FTMO. So I'm really grateful. So I'm a funded trader, guys. So this was my first trade when I'm talking about entering on the 4-hour time frame. And then I got scared, because I just didn't like the formation, and it was tricky, and I ended up at least closing at break even. Actually, I think I closed at a little bit of a loss because it was pulling down a little bit, but it's still fine. So you can see prices dropping, and speaking of this trend line and this horizontal line, I don't know if you guys can see what I'm seeing, but I think I'm seeing guys, me and these chart patterns, I think I'm seeing a little triangle, guys. Is this an ascending triangle? Yes, it is an ascending triangle. So if at all this is a valid ascending triangle, if we do have a breakout, if you just measure the length from here all the way to the base, and then I take it now from where we've just broken from, there is a potential, you can see the distance, there is a potential of price coming all the way back down to this level here, the 1.338. If that happens, I'll be really, really nice. As per right now, I haven't really gotten a trade, so I'm going to be waiting for those pullbacks, but it looks like price has been dropping. If I just look at potential areas for a pullback, maybe I'll go to the 1-hour time frame for this. I don't know if price will want to stop here. It does look like it has volume, but you can see that the 50% and the 60 is lining up quite nicely here at the 1.358. So something like this for me would be quite ideal, with maybe a stop loss just above there, if at all price wants to do something like that today. And also, even when I take my moving averages, you can see the green, the 50 and the 20 are also hovering around this level here, which is also a weekly key level. So that will be quite interesting. So as per today, let me just delete that. As per today, I'm just waiting for a pullback. Let's see. This would have been so nice to catch if you caught it from above over here. But I didn't like yesterday's price action because I said I was taking a buy. I didn't like the sells. But now the sells have confirmed, in my opinion, because of that breakout. So now I'll just be looking for just a cute pullback. Anyway, from this level here is fine. And then we see if we can even take it all the way back down to here. With my 1% with FTMO, I took a trade. No, I did not take a trade. I saw this opportunity here, but for some reason I think I was busy because I don't trade past 7 p.m. East African time, and it seems like on this day, this candle here formed at 7, and I think I was cooking or something. I just needed a 1%, and I remember I was just targeting like 30 pips that day. I would have gotten a little 1%, but I ended up missing that one. So it is what it is. Even yesterday's candle would have actually gotten me a 1%, but again, as I said, I didn't really like it. I think my stop loss was 40, something like that. So, but you can see this yesterday's trade would have not been a good trade. That would have been an L. But it is what it is. I'll just be waiting here, as I mentioned. I think here is a good place. Let me just take my fibs again and see. Yeah, somewhere like there. I don't know if price will continue dropping. Anyway, I'll just be monitoring and waiting today. I think today I'm just going to be patient because I'm not too interested in taking a counter trend. 75 pips, guy. Oh no, that's not 75. Hold on. Well, no, but I still do not take these type of trends, guys. I'm trying to be a disciplined trader. When it comes to counter trends, I take them on the bigger time frames, 4-hour and daily. These types of moves, you never know, because price can just continue dropping, and then you can easily get stopped out. So for me, I'll just be patient. If I don't get this move today, then I'll be back here tomorrow. And I'm hoping to just be making my analysis videos on Tuesdays and on Thursdays instead of Mondays, just to give the market time to breathe before I come in and look at the charts. So long story short, I'm just going to be looking for short-term sells as per right now. I'm not going to be looking for buys until maybe price comes all the way back down here or even lower to the weekly time frame. And I hope I've made sense. Let me know what you think. If you've caught this sell already and your strategy is different or whatever, let me know if you're in, because this is really, really nice. This is how many pips? Oh wow, like 120 even. That's so good. Anyway, that's my bias for today. Let me go to the dollar index. The dollar index, this is the weekly time frame. On the monthly time frame, it's nothing too much because because again, these candles are not the best. But on the weekly time frame, we can see here that we made a higher high. This here was a previous high, or even down here. But yeah, either way, we did make a higher high. So now on the daily, on the DXY, it's still an uptrend, but it's not a very convincing uptrend. And the main reason I'm saying that, this is the impulsive move. When I take my fibs, let's say if I take it from down here all the way back up to here, you can see we're currently just lining up nicely at the 50% and the 60, which is quite nice. So I'm definitely not convinced that this is going to be like a very long term, okay, now we're buying. No, I'm still a bit skeptical, simply because I just don't like the candles that are forming here. The many weeks that price definitely has a potential of coming back to. But if right now we are rejecting at this level, which is the 97.8, I am just expecting maybe a little bullish pressure, because we didn't have the best candles that were forming here. Even if price wants to come even back up to here, I'm not too sure if it will want to do that again. Who knows? But just maybe short-term buys, because we are in an uptrend. But I'm not convinced with this area at all. Let me go to the daily time frame. Daily time frame again. Now you can see I have this area highlighted. Again, I'm not convinced when it comes to long-term buys as of right now. We still have a gap over here, and maybe price could be coming back up to even fill up this gap here. But I don't know. I don't like what the DXY is doing. Again, we've had a lot of fundamental news, because there's been talks of, Trump not liking the agreement that they had. So yeah, President Trump on Monday said the ceasefire with Iran is on life support, and he wouldn't drop demands for Iran to abandon a nuclear program. So this already might start strengthening the dollar again. If Trump doesn't want to, chill a little bit, this can definitely strengthen the dollar again, because the oil prices might go up. So again, you can see it's still not clear, because even in terms of technicals, apart from this gap and maybe the weekly time frame, I'm still not seeing many candles here that are confirming like long-term bulls. On the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, you can see this level here has been holding. We did have a bullish print here. We had a bullish print here. So this was interesting. Like yesterday when I saw this, I was like, I think it's time now to start changing my bias in terms of looking for those very long, extensive continuation buys. I think now might be a time to also start looking at the pound and being like, this could start weakening, because usually if price stops like trying to make, bigger, what is it called? Continuing downwards. What am I saying? If price like refuses to continue making like lower lows, it's usually like a sign that this level here, buyers are starting to defend it, and there is a potential of price coming back up. Now, in my opinion, guys, when I look at this dollar index, I'm seeing that this could be a range, because if I take this and look at that, you can see we're just at the bottom of this range over here with some touches here. We had 1, 2 touches. Yeah, well, okay, it's not that big, but this could be interesting, because if at all this is a range, there could be a potential of price coming even all the way back up to this level over here, which again will be quite similar when you also look at the the pound, because you can see the distances are somehow the same. So this is going to be interesting. I'm going to be waiting to see what's going to be happening around this level here. If this trend line breaks, because I have been having this trend line on the daily time frame on the DXY, that would also be interesting. So yeah, I'm going to remain just short-term bullish because of the fundamentals, and also just from what I'm seeing in terms of price action rejecting this level here, and then we'll just have to see what happens. But right now, guys, I'm really trying to focus on these fundamentals. I wish there was like an app or something that was specifically for Forex traders that could tell us about fundamental news and what's just going on in the world, so that we know how to trade these charts. Because right now, I've just been depending on the news here, and also of course Forex calendar, and of course just the news on TV. But I need like real time, especially now because I'm funded. These news rules are coming in, and I just have to be super careful. Now, speaking about the news, today's Tuesday, so we have some news at 3:30 p.m. East African time. CPI, the dreaded CPI. So this might be another reason why I might not even trade today. So I'm hoping that pullback, in case the CPI causes something like that, then I'll just be on standby watching. If I do get something interesting, I could enter. But yeah, we have CPI, and then on Wednesday we have some PPI. So these are usually very volatile news, and if you're somebody maybe you're trying to look for a trade today, I would encourage you to be very careful. Especially if you're trading with a prop firm, I'd really encourage you to be careful, because yeah, it's getting tougher by the day, guys. Anyway, that is my analysis. I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.